Now to the good part.
Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Jalen Wells.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson is out there with Zach Edey. Then it's Jalen Wells. Then it's Vince Williams. And for Los up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And this is the fourth and final game of the NBA Cup group stage of play for these two teams.
And both looking to finish strong, right? And punch their ticket to the knockout round.
The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Pass to Edey. And here is Wells. Williams a screen on down. Jackson from long range. Good on the 3-point shot.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
And the first one drops. And Wells drops them both. And it's Harden with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Now Wells, James Harden missing on the 3. And the dunk by Edey.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Harden against Williams. Harden left side. And it's good, 2 points.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wells with it. Working on Zubats. Back to Williams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson has the open look, and the three ball is good. Jackson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Grizzlies. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Then for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Williams. And it's Paul with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Pass to Sanders. Lopez a screen. Three-pointer for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Memphis with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Ball outside. Out left to the wing. Lopez against Edey. Lopez kicks to Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Aldama. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Chris Paul is out there with Harden. Then there's Batum. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. change here. Leonard's checked in. And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Wells passes to Caldwell Pope. Williams for 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Ball outside. Pass to Leonard. Here's Harden on the wing. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
And it's off from three-point range.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Aldama finds Wells. Pass to Jackson. Good D by Lopez. Clippers trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard, the pass to Harden. Shoots over Wells. And the Clippers miss again.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. It's tipped. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. John Cowens comes in for Nicholas Batum. Bogdanovich is checked in for James Harden. And it's done in for Paul. No good on the shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Bogdanovich. Here's Leonard from the arc. Edey with the rebound. Now Wells. Now Edey. Williams finds Edey. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. On a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We come back right after this.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Los Angeles Clippers.
I like shooting jumpers just as much as the next guy, but you have to challenge the paint as well. Right, partner?
Yep, they've got to go zen and find that balance.
All right now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at the Clippers. They knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there, challenging times for the franchise.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jaren Jackson, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for L.A. A 12-point game. So on the floor for Memphis. Zach Edey out there with Jackson. Then it's Vince Williams. Then there's Wells.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Memphis with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Jackson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Jackson's got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Leonard looking around. Collins setting the pick for Leonard. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Collins.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Here's Edey, who's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Now, here's Collins. 2 minutes remaining. And here's Leonard from 3. Done outside. Off target from three-point range. Memphis leading by 14. Williams kicks to Jackson. Williams sets a screen for Jackson. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. And the Grizzlies another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Leonard. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Wells. 17-point lead, their biggest. And the basket by Jackson.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Pass to Edey. On the wing, Jackson. Williams kicks to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson in the corner. Over Collins. Jackson misses. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Bogdanovich. Batum is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Paul passes to Harden. Bogdanovich wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Spencer. Pass to Jackson. Great D that time from Batum.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Harden outside. Here's Paul. Batum sets a screen for Paul. Jacks up a 3. That one misses.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Now Jackson. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 19. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's done in for Paul. Now, here's Collins. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Harden against Williams. Harden, no good.
2 minutes from...
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Jackson. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden dishes to Collins. To the left side wing. Wells with the steal. Now here's Williams. Back to Wells. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Now here's Harden. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Edey with the steal. 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Williams, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here now, the Clippers, trailing by 19. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lopez, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Knocks down the three. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Spencer. Sanders covering. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaren Jackson.
PlayStation